Getting to the so-called Democratic frontrunner,
The Sanders campaign is lying about me. I'm sick of it.
a primary losing streak, poised to lose in Wisconsin, and now the specter of FBI Director Jim Comey and that pesky email investigation. Is Hillary Clinton in meltdown? It's tonight's opening statement. Plus, can the Donald turn around this past week of negative press and win Wisconsin? Or has the Trump train been slowed? Justice starts now. Hello and welcome to Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. As the world comes crashing down around her, Hillary Clinton, in panic mode, displays what kind of president she would be. One who simply can't cope, can't take the pressure, and would be a danger to this country. Now, Bernie Sanders has won 6 of the last 7 contests in a primary that was supposed to be sewn up by her in February. Clearly a deja vu for her. Like 8 years ago, when another little-known senator named Barack Obama was beating her for the nomination that was supposed to be hers. Her teary meltdown on full display. Fast forward, the energy, the momentum, and the passion now with Bernie Sanders. Another little-known senator predicted to win yet another primary this Tuesday in Wisconsin. In spite of the Democratic primary race being rigged in her favor, her frustration is excruciatingly obvious. Superdelegates are already committed to her in states where the primary hasn't even been held. And like a parent scolding a 5-year-old at the beginning of the week, her campaign warning Bernie Sanders to watch your tone. This after Bernie outed her on a $4.5 million contribution from the fossil fuel lobby, which she said was not the fossil fuel industry. As if these lobbyists are there to convince her to support the Girl Scouts. And by the end of the week, she segued to full hysteria.
Will you act on your words and reject fossil fuel money in the future in your campaign?
Yes, I do not have. I have money for people who work for fossil fuel companies. I am so sick. I am so sick of the Sanders campaign lying about me. I'm sick of it.
And when the stakes couldn't be higher, a federal investigation run by possibly the most honest, clear-headed, brilliant, experienced prosecutor in the nation, who I'm sure, along with 147 FBI agents on her case, didn't appreciate her poo-pooing their investigation.
Are you 100% confident that nothing is going to come of this FBI investigation?
I am 100% confident. This is a security review that was requested. It is being carried out. It will be resolved. I think the American people will know it's an absurdity. I have absolutely no concerns about it whatsoever.
And just like I never sent or received classified emails, thereafter amended to emails marked classified, we all stood witness to the unraveling, the almost embarrassing truth play out. And when the FBI directs the Department of State to halt its internal investigation, it does so because it's close to ended. At the center of this investigation is an informant. That person, Brian Pagliano, who set up her home-brewed server, given immunity. Now I ask you, why would Pagliano negotiate for immunity and take the Fifth if there was nothing he could be prosecuted for? I predicted months ago when he pled the Fifth that Justice Department had him by the short hairs and he would soon spill the beans. Cheryl Mills, her longtime legal and political strategist, Jake Sullivan, her deputy chief of staff, who she told to remove the markings and send an email classified on a non-secured server, Philip Raines of Teneo, have retained the same attorney in this investigation. The same attorney. Now, what does that tell you? It tells you that they are rehearsing their story and sharing information through their attorney. The rats are holding hands, folks. And lest you think this is about some private emails about yoga or getting your hair done, let's put that one to rest. Hillary violated the law after she signed a non-disclosure in 2009 that she would handle top secret information as directed after a lengthy national security briefing. More serious issue, of course, is the Clinton Foundation, a 501c3 set up when the Clintons were leaving the White House in debt from legal fees. It has since blossomed into a $2 billion organized criminal enterprise parading as a charitable foundation, with hubby Bill profiting as the world's middleman. And once she became Secretary of State, Hillary violated her memo of understanding with the president that she wouldn't take money from certain countries, or at the very least would tell them, which she didn't, and then conveniently such was not disclosed by the foundation. What other contributions did you fail to disclose? Might the emails that you destroyed reveal that? Now, Hillary. FBI Director James Comey meeting regularly with Attorney General Loretta Lynch in person. You're a smart woman. You know what that means. Comey and Lynch each know each other well. They work together. They are both respected former United States attorneys. She from the Eastern District and he from the Southern District of New York. These two don't have time to waste. They've got you in their sights. And Hillary, you've danced with enough federal prosecutors to know that this time the jig may be up. So what to do? Do you meet with Comey and risk a perjury charge like Martha Stewart if you lie to him? Hillary, it's just me and you talking here. My fear for you is that you have lied so much that you can't tell the difference between a truth and a lie. Like that time, remember, when you dodged those bullets on the tarmac in Bosnia, when in truth, the only thing charging were little girls rushing to give you tulips? Like Benghazi, that was due to a video when you emailed your daughter the same night that it was an Al-Qaeda-like attack. When you said you never told the families it was a video when their children's bodies were brought in, that they're the ones who are not telling the truth. And that Bill never dallianced with other women, that it was all a lie from the right-wing conspiracy. But then again, Hillary, how are you going to decide to not speak when you've repeatedly said you can't wait to explain this? But to not talk would be politically lethal for you now, wouldn't it? And to add to your burden, a Romanian hacker known as Guccifer, just extradited by the United States from Romania, who will appear in federal court this Tuesday to be prosecuted. Now, this gentleman is the one who hacked Sidney Blumenthal's emails that put truth to your lie that you had no Benghazi emails. This is serious stuff, Hillary. One witness with immunity, another to prove that you lied. Now, Hillary, you're a smart woman, well-educated, one who has held positions of power. You fully comprehend the treacherous waters that you're trying to negotiate. A bit of advice from a former prosecutor. If you decide to meet with Comey, not only are you going to need to watch your tone, but you might want to read up on that famous Supreme Court case. You remember it, Miranda versus Arizona. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You remember all that, Hillary, don't you? And that's my open. Tell me what you think on my Facebook page or Twitter, hashtag Judge Jeanine.